we are starting DI today, and DI is largely basically a lot of data is given to you, and you are expected to interpret the data. You are expected to interpret the relation between the increase, decrease, or changes in certain variables. Okay? Like for example, let's say we have a company, right, which sells 5 different products. So we have a company that sells a TV, a washing machine, a refrigerator, right, and let's say a mixer. है So we have a company that sells all these products, and it has been selling it over years. Let's say 2022, 23, 24, 25. And we have sales report of this time, right? The sales report basically says that, number of units sold. Let's say it is about number of units sold. And we know that, okay, there were, it's a lakhs here. Lakhs is the this thing unit, but it's more like 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 3.5 lakh, 2 lakh. So 1.5, 4.5, 3.5, 5. Okay. Okay. ऐसा तुम्हें डेटा देके रखा है. Now, once this data is given to you, you are asked to find out. They can ask you to find many different things. They can ask you to find that which year the increase in the sales of TV was highest. In which year the increase in the sale of TV was highest. So they are not asking you which year the TV was sold the most. TV and these are the years. You'll be like TV was sold the most in 2023. So that is not what they're asking. They're asking you which year the increase was highest. Or let's say यहाँ पे 4.5 होता है. हाँ, they ask you which year the increase was highest. They are like, okay, let me look at the increase. So from 2022 to 2023, I have some increase. From 2023 to 2024, I have some increase. From 2024 to 2025, I have some increase. From 2025, so that is it. Okay, so this is a year-on-year increase. How do I calculate increase? Using percentage change. I have solved percentage change before. So it's basically 2023 to 2022 will be new value minus old value upon old value into 100. So it is 1/3. Which is 33.33% increase. Now from 2023 to 2024, there's a decrease. So you're not going to evaluate for this year at all. And then from 2024 to 2025, the increase is again 4.5 minus 3.5 upon 3.5 into. So this becomes 1 by 3.5. The whole point is you don't have to find the year at all. You don't have to find the absolute value at all. You have to compare between 1 by 3 and 1 by 3.5. How do you compare fractions? How do you compare fractions? Do you know? Out of these, we'll know that the denominator here is higher. So this fraction is lower. This means 1 by 3 is greater than 1 by 3.5. So where is the increase highest? 2022 to 2023. Do you understand this? The answer will be 2023 here. The increase was highest in 2023. Give me affirmations, give me a thumbs up if you understand what I just did here. Right? So a lot of fractional comparison will come into picture when you're calculating for DI, but it's more about interpreting the knowledge properly. Same for washing machine, same for refrigerator. Year on year, they can ask you. They can ask you about the total also. So you'll be expected to add this up. They might ask you for TV and fridge together also. So you'll just add TV, fridge, TV, fridge, TV, fridge, TV, fridge, and accordingly answer. So depending upon what kind of data is asked, you will have to read the table and fetch information. Right? Now this is a form of so DI questions are given in multiple forms. This is a tabular data, right? In a table, some data is given to you and you're supposed to extract it. उसी की जगह caselets भी आता है. Caselets is basically when instead of writing this table, they would have given the same thing in a paragraph. Same thing is given in the paragraph. So same thing is given in a paragraph, you will have to make a table out of it and then interpret it. That is how caselets are. Tabular data is like this, where the table is given to you directly and you are supposed to look at it. Then from tabular data, the second type of data that can happen is also graphs. What sorts of graphs are there? Okay, let's say पहले हम बात करते हैं bar graph. Bar graph is basically, it represents every entity in a bar, in form of a bar, right? So let's say मुझे TV का data निकालना है, TV के units sold. So what I do is I put years here. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2020. I'll put years here and I'll put units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ऐसे units है ना? And उस हिसाब से if I plot this data in 2022, I know 3 units were sold. This is a bar that represents this. 2023, 4 units were sold, right? Then 2024, 3.5 units were sold. Then 2025 we have 4.5 units sold. So इस तरीके से मेरा एक बार ग्राफ बना टीवी का, राइट? ऐसे ही बार ग्राफ मैं अलग से बना, ऐसे मेरा बार ग्राफ बना टीवी का, ऐसे ही मैं बार ग्राफ बना सकती हूँ फॉर ऑल डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स. Individually for all different products I can make, and then from here a bar chart will be given to you and you will be expected to read from here. Okay, this is 4, okay, this is 4.5, okay, this is 3.5, so on and so forth. So this is what bar graph is, and this is called a simple bar graph. Okay, this is called a simple bar graph. Now I can draw a separate bar graph for every product, but similarly I can draw a complete together bar graph for all products also. So that can be represented as a form of composite or stacked bar graph. What do I mean by it is, composite bar graph would be something like this, wherein every year is given here and every product has its symbol. Like this is TV, this is let's say washing machine, then this is a fridge, for example, right? और चौथे का भी तो ऐसे तुमको दे दिया है. Now what you doing is in 2022, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in 2022, you know, TV was 3 units, washing machine was 4 units, and fridge was 2 units. So I'm going to draw it here. This was 3 units. Then uske baaju mein something was 4 units, and then there was 2 units. And then I'll color it. This, and this. So now through one single paragraph, you are able to read that in 2022, this thing is the TV. My TV was sold 3 units. This thing was sold 4 units. This thing was sold 2 units. Right? And similarly, I will draw it for like 2023 also. 2023 mein kitna hai? 4, 4.5, 3.5. So we have 4, 4.5, 3.5. ये होता है composite paragraph where all the things are merged with each other and kept as a composite तुमने diagram draw. और stacked का मतलब क्या होता है? Stacked is something like this, wherein you will have years. ठीक है? And यहाँ पे stacking होती है. जैसे let's say TV was sold 3 units, and then you have 4 units. ये उसके ऊपर 4 units, and then 2 units more. है ना? ये इस तरीके का stacking होगा. So you will determine from here that okay, total units was how much? तुम्हें पता चलेगा 9, out of which 3 units are according to the index given to you TV, and then from here to here 7 to 3. So 7 minus 3 is 4 units. So 4 units is this. 9 to 7 is 2 units. So this is how we will determine. Do you understand the difference between composite and stacked bar graph? Right? So the same information is given to you in form of a bar chart. So this is how bar graph is there. Bar graph के बाद, the second thing that exists is a line chart. What is a line chart? The same data can be represented to you in terms of line. What I can do is 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know. So the thing is that TV is represented by a triangle. Let's say my washing machine is represented by this. My fridge is represented by a cross. So I will draw a line that represents each of them. Like I know. Here I know the TV was sold 3 units, 4 units, 3.5 units, and 4.5 units. So I'm going to plot like this. So it is 3 units first, then 4 units next. Then क्या था? 3.5 था शायद, and then 4.5 था every year, right? Accordingly, I'm going to draw a line that connects the respective dots, and I'm going to represent it by triangles. So I know this is for TV. Similarly, for washing machine across the years, I know washing machine was sold 4, 4.5, 5, 5. So it's going to start with a 4. Then I have 4.5. Then I have a 5 and I have a 5. So this is how I will connect this and I'll draw a circle. So I know that this is my washing machine. And that is how I'll be able to draw for fridge also multiple lines representing the data point. I'll read this data point accordingly X, Y axis, yes, yes. So this is what line chart is. Okay. Then similarly we have pie chart also. Pie chart basically represents an entire circle, which is a 360 degree, right? And 360 degree represents a total. It represents a total. Okay. So let's say this is a 2022 का pie chart. Okay, this is a 2022 का pie chart. 2022 का pie chart में कितने slices है? 4 slices है. We have TV 3, washing machine 4, fridge 2 and mixer 1.5. 3, 4, 2 and 1.5. Right. So what's the total? 3, 4, 2 and 1.5. How much is this total? This total is 7, 8, 9, 10.5. ठीक है. तो for now calculation purposes mixer हटा देते हैं. Just because I want to make our life easy right now to understand the concept. So it is 9. 9 is the total. Now out of this total, you know PV is 3 on 9. 3 on 9 is 33.33%. That is 1/3 of the slice, right? It is 1/3 of the slice. Now out of the, because 360 degree represents the entire total, which is 9, and in that 9, 3 units are sold TV ka, so that is 1/3. So I'm going to take 1/3 of 360 degree. 1/3 of 360 degree is 120 degrees. So I'm going to just start from somewhere and I'm going to just locate the 120 degrees kahan बनते हैं. So 120 degrees में I will represent TV. ठीक है? Then I have 4 by 9. 4 by 9 will be how much? 44.44, right? So it will be 44.44 degrees. कैसे किया मैंने total? 3 by 9 is 33.33 and 1 by 9 is 11.11. So 4 by 9 will be addition of that, right? और वैसे भी ऐसे ही होता है. 2 by 9 is 22.22, 3 by 9 is 33.33, 4 by 9 is 44.5, 5 by 9 is 55.55. ऐसा होता है. So anyways, so I know this is how much? This is 44.44, right? Percent. So that much percent of 360 degree I will determine. Is how much? How much is that? There's a 4 by 9 karo. 4 by 9 is a fraction of 360 degree. So that is 40, that is 160 degree. So now I'm going to take 160 degree ka angle and I'm going to be like, okay, 160 degree is my washing machine. And then 2 by 9 is the remaining. This is my fridge. So इस तरीके से the entire circle, the entire pie chart is divided as per the fraction to contribution. Your entire circle 360 represents the total. And then you cut the slice of the total basis the contribution they are making to the total. Do you get this? Yes. Do you feel like I'm rushing through it? I assume that you already know all these basics. Do you? Do you know these basics? Anybody who doesn't know or has like forgotten, nobody, everybody remembers, very proud of you, right? So this is how different types of charts are there. There's a caselet, there's a tabular form, then there are bar graphs, line chart, pie chart. And then data, you have to extract data from these charts in order to understand what the information is and accordingly solve the question. तो अभी इसमें इस थियरी में ये भी पार्ट होता है कि पाई चार्ट्स कभी कभी 2 पाई चार्ट्स भी आते हैं. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल दे गिव यू अ पाई चार्ट which tells you कि 2022 में लेट्स से, ठीक है, ऐसे 3 पार्ट्स थे. अरे यार, हाउ डू आई मेक इट लुक नाउ? ठीक है. एंड दिस वाज 40%, this was 10%, this was 30% contribution, this is some TV, this is fridge, and this is washing machine. Let's say it's a separate data from the table. It's not the table wala data. And let's say this contributed to 30%, this contributed to 10%, and this contributed to the remaining 60% of the whole sales. ठीक है, ऐसा उनको दिया गया है. ऊपर से they have given you for television separately. ठीक है, कि this is 30%, this is 20%, this is 30%, this is 90%, 90 degree है वो, that is 25%, है ना? तो कितना हुआ? 50 and this is also 25%. ये contribution था 2022, 2023, 2024 and 2025 का. ठीक है. So now if I tell you, if 5 units of TV were sold in 2022, find the units of TV sold in 2024. बताओ कैसे करेंगे ये? कैसे करेंगे सॉल्व? बताओ, हु सॉल्व दिस? कैसे करना है इसको? So how do we solve this is, we understand that, okay, in 2022, 5 units of TV were sold. Okay, if 5 units of TV were sold means यहाँ का 5 units. 5 units is 25%. 5 units is 25%. So what's the total? 5 units equals to 25% of total. That is 1/4 of total. Right? If 2022, 5 units were sold, so I know that 5 units is 25% of the total TV sold, right? Across 4 years. So I know the total TV sold in the table 2 is 20. And in 2024, 2024 20% of this 20 is 2024 ka sale, right? So you are like, okay, 4 units. Understood? Okay. So it's a very easy thing, right? This is how you solve. They could also tell you that in 2022, they could tell you कुछ और sales ही. In 2022, they tell you fridge sales were 5 units. Now you find out in 2024 how much TV was sold. Or of it, in 2022, 5 units of fridge was sold. In 2022, 5 units of fridge was sold. Five me 6 units. In 2022, 6 units of fridge was sold. So how it's going to work is in 2022, fridge sales were 6 units, right? So 60% in 2022, 60% of total is fridge, which is 6 units. So total is 10 units then. So then 2022 में TV कितना sell हुआ? 30% of total, that is 3 units. Now from second pie chart, what do we get? 2022 का sales जो है 3 units, that was 25% of total. So total is how much? 25% is 1/4, right? So total is how much? 12 units. So overall, total TV sold overall were 12 units. And you have to find 2024. 2024 में 20% of this total was sold. 2.4 units is the answer. Do you get this? So yes. Okay. So from here we have to pick up. So different kinds of charts are also given to you, not just these web chart, radar chart, ऐसे अलग-अलग charts भी आते हैं. And those are not some type of chart, but you have to just understand basis the information that is given to you, the description given in the question, कि कौन सा type का chart है and what kind of information is given, and accordingly reduce. All right. Apart from that, if I talk about calculation shortcuts, so primarily this is the speed maths class that we had earlier, है ना? जिसमें you will have to do comparison of fractions. Fraction comparison as in, you know, if the numerators are same and the denominators are different, d1, d2. So जिसका denominator बड़ा होगा, वो fraction छोटा होगा. ये पता है तुमको denominator बड़ा, क्योंकि अगर numerator constant है, denominator जिसका बड़ा हुआ, उसका the fraction will be smaller. Same thing goes if the constant denominator is constant and the numerator, जिसका numerator बड़ा है, वो fraction भी बड़ा होता है. Is there any confusion here? ये F1, F2, D1, D2 जैसे ही denominations है. This is not some mathematical theorem that I'm telling you, right? These are very basic things, है ना? And you should be aware about it. So ऐसे comparison है. Then percentage approximations, fraction approximations. So all approximations you will have to do that we have learned earlier in order to quickly find comparative value. Many times they just ask you what is more than the other, what is the highest, what is the lowest. You don't really need to find absolute values. So then at that point, approximation or such comparison come handy. Okay, so let us apply this and let us do it one set at a time. Okay, so solve this set now. Take your time, solve this set. Just note it down, screenshot it, keep it with you. Then basis that, let us look at the questions that are asked and then solve. Just give me a thumbs up if once you have screenshotted this. All right. So let us solve this first set, है ना? यहाँ पे उन्होंने क्या बोला है? Number of people joining 5 clubs. So we have 5 clubs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and year wise these are the number of people who have joined the club. ठीक है? Now basis this, let us look at what kind of questions are asked. So you are asked what is the difference between the sum of the number of people who joined the ASC club in 2014 and 2015 and the sum of the number of people who joined SSC club in 2016, 17, 18. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. You have screenshotted the this thing table. Tell me the answer accordingly. What is the difference between the sum of number of people who joined ASC club in 2014, 2015, and the sum of people who joined in SSC club in this? Okay. How do you do it? ASC club 14 and 15. How many people have joined? 560. Right? And SSC club in 16, 17, 18. SSC club in 16, 17, 18. How many people are these? These are 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 510. What is the difference? The difference is 50. As easy as that, very, very basic. What is the ratio of the sum of number of people who joined MSc and RSC club in 2018 to the sum of number of people who joined ASC and TSC club in 2016? Batao. Refer to the data and tell me. Right. So we have MSc club and RSC club in 2018. MSc club and RSC club in 2018 is this data. How much is this? 380 people. Right. So we have 380 people divided by the sum of ratio nikalna and sum of the number of people who joined ASC and TSC in 2016. ASC and TSC in 2016 is again how much? 380 again. So 380 by 380 is 1:1. Which of the following clubs had maximum number of people joining over 2014 to 2018 period? Which club had the maximum number of people who joined across these 4-5 years? So basically, you're expected to get a total here of all the clubs. है ना? And then find out which one was maximum. You can be very strategic about it also. Just compare two ना, because you have to find which is the highest, right? So just compare the two. अब इन दोनों को अगर तुम compare करोगे, तो तुमको कुछ data points दिखेंगे जो बहुत same है, and then you can just like eliminate it. Like say for example these two, you can eliminate, है ना? उसके बाद ये 120 है, 140 है, इसके पास 20 extra है, ठीक है? And then if you look at the data, you clearly know that RSC club is not in competition. TSC club is definitely winning. Now between TSC club and TSC club and MSc club, let us compare between these two. When we compare between these two, these are 60 left. है ना? ये 120, 140 है, तो 40 एडजस्ट हो गया. इसके पास 20 एक्स्ट्रा है. यहाँ पे देखो 100, अभी देखो ये 250, 200 इन दोनों को मैं एलिमिनेट करती हूँ. इसके पास 50 एक्स्ट्रा आ गया फिर से, है ना? एंड देन इसके पास 20 एक्स्ट्रा आ गया, तो ये 20 कट हो गया. तो अभी आई हैव 270 plus 50 and this is just 140. So definitely TSC club is not winning. We have MSc club. So we can compare like this directly rather than find the total also. Okay, it's totally up to you if you want to find the total or do this. I'd personally find this thing more strategic and faster. Okay, but the idea should not get confused at the end of it. So this has 30 extra, again 30 extra. Now this has 90 extra. So 90, 30, 30, 30 extra. Now if I compare, these two values are definitely bigger. So then we have MSc club winning again. Then it is between ASC club and MSc club at the end of it. And then I realize, okay, 300, 300 हो गया. फिर 250, 240, 10 extra, 270 again 10 extra. Then this has 60 extra. So 10, 10 cut करके this has 40 extra. So then this makes 230 and this is 320 or definitely MSc club as the best. This is how also you can compare and solve. By what percent is the sum of the number of people who joined the given 5 clubs in 2016 and 2017 more than the people that joined in this 15 and 18? Bata. Look at the data and tell me. So in third question, they took the total of the columns, right? And now they're asking for year wise. So year wise data में क्या होगा? You will have to take the total horizontally, row wise, है ना? Row wise we will have to take the total. चलो फिर total लेते हैं, row wise total लेते हैं. किस किसका comparison पूछना उन्होंने? They have asked comparison for 2016, 2017. 2016, 2017. If you look at the total number of people who joined, just find the total, how much it is? 20, 30, 40, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 890. And how much is this total? 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. 800 के बाद 900, 900, 990, 1000, 1030. राइट, इसका टोटल कितना है? 0219192 है. राइट, एंड द सेकेंड टोटल इज व्हाट? 2015 and 2018. इसका टोटल लेना है हमें. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 810, and this is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 990. So how much is this total? 1800. So you have to find by what percent is this more than that. So you have the answer is 120 divided by 1800 into, है ना? Base will be 1800 because the comparison is with 1800 का value. What is the answer here? This is 2s are 3s are 6 2s are 6 3s are, right? And into 10 भी आया तो 6.67%. So here this set was a table wala set, right? Case slash table case set. As I told you, this paragraph hardly comes these days, to be honest. Then we have this thing, right? Now next, let us solve this set because this is bar graph. So let us solve something regarding bar graph. Screenshot this so that you know the set, and then we can look at the questions. यहाँ क्या बोला है उन्होंने? The bar graph provides information about the number of students admitted in class of 2019 to 2021 in 4 MBA institutes named JCMHRD, SMS, FIMS, and SLRI. Okay? From 5 different states in India, the tuition fee of the 2 years of MBA is 1 point blah 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 blah. Total उन्होंने tuition fee तुम्हें दी है. क्या tuition fee दी है तुमको? ये हमें पता होना चाहिए. Let us note it down. Let us note it down. This is 1.8 million. That is 18 lakh. This is 11 lakh. है ना? SMS is 11 lakh. Then FIMS is 6 lakh and SLRI is 22 lakh. All the students of these institutes are only from the given 5 states. Now the states are given to you, right? अब उसके हिसाब से we have to answer the questions. It says, which of the following MBA institute has the highest number of students admitted 2019-2021? वो batch में what is the MBA institute which has the highest number of students? ठीक है? So look at this data. Where do we have highest number of people? है ना? यहाँ पे देखो डेटा किस तरीके से दिया है हमें. डेटा दिया है to tell दिल्ली में से out of people from Delhi, how many students joined JCMHRD, how many joined SMS, how many joined FIMS, and how many joined SLRI. That sort of data is given. So this, are you going to total? इन सब का टोटल करके क्या मिलेगा? If I total this out, if I sum this up, अगर मैं इन डेटा पॉइंट्स का टोटल निकालूंगी, this is 120, this is how much? बीच में आ रहा है 30, this is again 30, and this is 60. ये मैं टोटल अगर निकालूंगी 240, तो ये क्या है? What does this total tell? Tell me on chat. What does this total tell? Yeah. So this tells us total number of people from Delhi. Very good. What have they asked us to find? They have asked us to find what is the total number of people and which institute has maximum number of people. So where will we get it? So if I have to find total of JCMHRD, how will I have to do? This total, right? All the black totals will give me JCMHRD. है ना? वैसे ही all the white totals will give me number of people who came to SMS. Do I really need to find total, or the graph itself is enough to see that I can already see that maximum number of people have gone to which college? Can I see it from the graph? Do I need total? I don't need total, right? I can clearly see that the bar graphs of black are much higher, right? Bar graphs of black are much higher. So when we know, we already know that the highest number of people who have joined, where they have joined JCMHRD, right? Then what is the total number of students admitted to SMS in the class of? What is the total number of students who have admitted to SMS? बताओ, what's the total number of people who have been admitted to SMS? Screening the data for you to see. Yes, it's a very You can clearly see it is 120. Very good. Then what is the difference between the number of students admitted in the given 4 MBA institute from the states of Delhi and Maharashtra combined and the states of Rajasthan and West Bengal combined? What is the difference between Delhi, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, West Bengal? How will we do? We will find total of Delhi. We will find total of Maharashtra. We'll add these total. We'll find total of Rajasthan. We'll total of West Bengal. Add these two and then subtract them, right, to find the answer. One can also be a bit smart about it, ठीक है, and see if you can directly eliminate certain things. जैसे कि यहाँ पे देखो ये बार यहाँ तक है, यहाँ तक कोई बार तुम्हें मिल रहा है क्या? नहीं मिल, ये बार देखो ये बार यहाँ तक है, ये बार भी वहां तक ही है, तो इन दोनों को एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं हम, कंसिडर ही नहीं करना है, राइट. एंड देन सिमिलरली वी हैव दिस एंड दिस सिमिलर हाइट, ठीक है, इन दोनों में और इन दोनों, ठीक है. तो ऐसे भी तुम एलिमिनेट कर सकते हो कुछ कुछ चीजें कि डायरेक्टली मुझे डिफरेंस पता चल जाए rather than I having to calculate it. ये 10 एक्स्ट्रा है बस, 10 एक्स्ट्रा बनने यहाँ दे दिए थे, 30 बन जाएगी. And I have 20 here, was 15, I have 10 extra, but this and this eliminated. Something like that, but I think it is being more confusing than just finally calculating. So yeah, you rather calculate, है ना? Calculate the total. So the answer is 140. Getting answer as 140. 140 तो है ही नहीं ऑप्शन में. 40. 40 is the answer. Very good. ठीक है, कैसे क्या? Find the total. Find total of Maharashtra also. Maharashtra total is how much? This is 60 plus 20, 80, 80 plus 30, 110, 110 plus 50 is 160. So total here is 300, 400. Right? Total here is 400. And if we find the total here, so this is 20, 20, 40. 40 and 30 is 70, 70 and 110 is 180. And this is how much? This is 140, 160 and 100, 260. है ना? What's the total here? You rather not do total also, but yeah, okay. What is the difference? 40 का difference है, 40 is your answer. ठीक है? Without doing total also you could do it. है ना? 40 is the answer. Fair? Okay, very good. What is the next question asked? The next question asked is, which of the following institutes earned the highest revenue from the tuition fee class of? Who earned the highest revenue? So what we're going to do is, per college the number of students into the fee there. Right? Per college number of students into the fee there. That is what will be highest revenue. Now if you look at this data that is given to you, here, you won't even need to just multiply. Just understand that JCMHRD is very high compared to others, है ना? और उसकी फी भी 18 लाख की है, तो ऐसा भी नहीं है कि कम फी है, right? And if you look at this, this is 22 SLRI, but SLRI is so comparatively lesser, right? Because see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 एक ही peak है इसमें, और JCMHRD में दो peaks है, so definitely number of students are also high and the fees is also high, right? If let's say JCMHRD की fee 0.66 lakh होती, तो हम बोलते यार इसमें लोग ज्यादा है तो भी the fee is less, no. So probably I'll have to delve more and calculate more. But now I don't even need to calculate because its fee is also one of the highest and the number of students are also one of the highest. So definitely the answer ought to be. So not every time you're supposed to calculate everything. You can be very observational and witty about it is what I'm trying to tell, right? And also we are solving some basic questions first because that is what we do whenever we learn any new topic. Okay, then. अब देखो ये question करो. If 10%, 20%, 25%, चलो करो ये सवाल करो पहले. How do we do this one? How do we do this one? It says 10%, 20%, 25%, 40% and 50% of all MBA applicants from these respective states got admitted in MBA colleges. Then find the ratio of total number of applicants from these two states and the other three states. Whole point being, these many of the total applicants got admits, right? So, okay. All right. So, I wrote here the percentage of total MBA admit people that got it. Okay? उसके हिसाब से basically if for Delhi my total was how much? 240 was the total now. Here what was the total? 160 I guess. I shouldn't have erased it. 160 I think here it was 180 kya? And here it was 260, correct? This was the total. And what is the total here? It is 50 and 30, 80, 80 and 40, 120, 120 and 20 is 1. Right? This was the total. Now out of this total they are saying that the number of people who got selected in Delhi, this 240, were actually 40% of total Delhiites who had applied. Right? So how many total people were there from Delhi? Applicants. Applicants from Delhi kitne the? So the question tells us that 40% of the total people who got admitted, like sorry, 40% of the total people who had applied had gotten admitted, right? So who had gotten admitted is 240. So out of total applicants, 40% of the total applicants were 240, right? So what was the total applicant pool? It was 240 divided by 40%. Fair? This is 600. How many total applicants were there from Delhi? There were 600 applicants, 40% of whom, that is 240 people, got admission somewhere or the other. Similarly, we have to find the total for Maharashtra. What is the applicants from Maharashtra? Right? What are the number of applicants from Maharashtra? So out of total, 25% getting selected is 160. So 160 is 25%. So matlab, total applicants kitne the? 400. 400 में से 25%, that is 160 got selected. Similarly, applicant pool from Kerala is how much? Kerala is 140 divided by 90%, which is 700, right? Then applicant pool from, next is what? Rajasthan. Rajasthan 10% got there. Matlab total 1800 people had applied, right? And last we have West Bengal. West Bengal had 50% people. So this is nothing but 520 people who had applied. So now they are asking us to find, yeah, sorry, this is wrong. By the way, the total would be 4s, 16 4s are 16 4s are 640. Thanks for correction. 16 4s are 640 should be the thing. So basis this, what do we have? We have to find the ratio between the applicants of Rajasthan, West Bengal combined to Delhi, Maharashtra, Kerala. So Rajasthan and West Bengal combined, how many we have? We have 0, 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2, 0, and how many are there? 0, 4, 12, 7, 19, 1, 9, 4, 0. This is the total there, and this is the total here, and we want the ratio 2, 3, 2, 0. So finding the ratio, we have to find Rajasthan to West Bengal 2, 3, 2, 0 divided by all of these three combined is 1940. If we 2 से divide होगा 2 9s are 18, sorry, 2 9s are 18 and then 14 2 7s are, तो यही आंसर आना चाहिए. फिर 97 इधर ही है एक जगह, है ना? And then what do we have? We have 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 12, 2 6 are 12. Some calculation error of the options are wrong. Okay? But this is what is Rajasthan 10%, Kerala 20%, Maharashtra 25%, Delhi 40% and West Bengal 50%. We allotted properly. Then what is the number of combined to total? Yes. So ratio was supposed to be found this to this. So answer ideally should be 1 to 2 is to 97. Some calculation mistakes are there. But I hope you understood the concept, or probably this option is wrong. Right? But I hope you understood the concept. Understood?